Hey guys, welcome to Indie Style. I am your host, Leah DeVon. Well, today we have, I don't know, I kind of say the ultimate entrepreneur. Joining me today is Braxton Cosby, and I want you to stay tuned because we are going to talk about his award-winning books. He's a CEO as well as an actor. This is going to be a fantastic show. Don't go anywhere. They don't let you go anywhere, right?
No, stay.
We'll be right back. Here on Indie Style, we'll feature successful entrepreneurs from across the globe who are making incredible strides in their industry. You may not know their names yet, but you soon will. I'm Leah DeVon, and this is Indie Style. And welcome back to Indie Style, guys. And if you are just tuning in, I am sitting here with Braxton Cosby. Welcome to Indie Style, sir.
Thank you for having me. So excited to be here, Lee.
Well, I am thrilled, and I tell you, you have done so many things with your career, and we're going to kind of break things down because I don't want to miss anything. You've had a stellar career.
So far, so good.
Very blessed. Good. So let's talk about Braxton Cosby, the CEO. I know that you have a company called Cosby Media Productions. Tell everybody a little bit about your company and what you guys do.
Yeah, Cosby Media Productions is a 5-division production company. Basically, we produce books, film, TV, music, and we also help to manage artists, whether they're authors, entertainers, or even some other management company. We just want to be in that same vein of a full-service company. You come to us with whatever you have, and we try to fit you in and get you moving as much as we can based on if we believe in the project or even in the brand that you're bringing.
Couldn't do 3, had to do 5. That's pretty impressive. And it's wonderful because I know that you guys are also affiliated with a lot of other major distributors that are they make your company even more powerful, I guess, so you could say.
Yeah, we consider ourselves indie. You know, we love being in the indie vein. Of course, that's why we're on indie style. And but we've partnered with larger companies who have that arm of distribution, which is so important for indie companies, just to make sure you make a product and you can actually get it out into the marketplace. So we're very, very grateful for our relationships with Tate Publishing, also with E1 and River Park Media. So we're continuing to make more and more partnerships as we go, which is going to continue to catapult us in the place that we really aspire to be in.
Okay, and so do you guys do TV? Are you developing shows, or do you like shows to come to you that are already kind of in the can, so to speak?
Well, we do a little bit of both.
Okay.
We have our own. A lot of the content is built from the ground up. So even we have authors who bring books to us. We own that. We own the rights to that content. So we have an opportunity for TV and film out of that. I also work in writing myself. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit later. But also even screenplay development. So I help with the screenplays, kind of translating those books into made-for-TV movies or even bigger productions as well.
Wow.
So we kind of want to take the content that we really believe in and build it out. So we have a team of writers as well for some of our original TV programming, and obviously the music. So we have production teams and things. So we want to do videos. We want everything to be in-house, and we want to be able to build it from the ground up to make sure that it reflects our beliefs, and it's clean, family, fun entertainment.
And what is it? Inspire the mind. What was your sort
Educate the mind and inspire the soul.
I like it. And I also enjoyed reading that a lot of your content is family based. You want to promote shows that like your kids can watch and.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we really want to invest in our future, and the only way to do that is with the youth and the young folks, and the families. So in our communities, we want families to come together and read books. We want them to enjoy the music we put out. We want them to enjoy the TVs or the film that we're doing, and even some of the artists, the singers, the entertainers. We have our own team of voiceover people who help to do the voiceover for the audiobooks that we have. We want all of that to be something that's enriching our communities, and the family is the core of that.
Okay, that's fantastic. And I'm a big fan of one of your authors, and Braxton and I were talking offset a little bit. You guys published a book that I understand you co-wrote with Gail Devers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Gail Devers. It's part of a My Life and Stories series that I'm writing. I've written with 2 celebrities at this point, Gail being one, and another guy named Mike Clemens, who
Okay.
actually started off in the secular world of music, and he ended up transitioning over into kind of faith-based. So
Okay.
he did a lot of production, worked with a lot of great producers, artists over the years, Usher and Aaron Hall and things like that. So,
Love them all.
so his story is out, and it was fantastic. So I did do that with Gail. Basically, we take true life instances of that author, and I kind of bring a fictional glue to the story to kind of tell it. So it'll be more like interview format.
Right.
So in Gail's case, she does a lot with the Boys and Girls Club. So it was like, I wrote this fictional opportunities where she came to a Boys and Girls Club to talk to kids.
Right.
And they would ask a question, and they would have a flashback to her real life story that would answer the question that was asked. How she
Okay.
came up, her fight with Graves' disease, the challenges she has in Olympian and repeating and winning gold and the
Pressure.
trials and stuff, the pressure that's related to that. So
right.
she did a fantastic job of helping me bring the story to life, and then any bit of the writing elements that I needed to bring to kind of push it forward is where I came in with the talent to do that. So a really great story, and it's been well received, and a lot of people love it.
Okay, let me ask you this. I say that Hollywood's coming to Atlanta,
Right.
and I love that you guys are based, their company is based here in Atlanta. If an independent filmmaker, musician, do you guys take unsolicited material? How does it work with Cosby Media? If somebody wanted to present an idea to you,
No, we get
where
it
would
all
they
the time.
go?
We get it all the time. I mean,
Okay.
Leon and I are on LinkedIn, and also social media. People say, hey, I got this and that. Can I pitch it to you? And we do, in some respects, say, hey, email it to us. We'll get back to you in weeks, or months, whatever.
Okay, and your website?
CosbyMediaProductions.com.
Okay. We're going to come back with Braxton Cosby. Stay tuned. Not getting enough indie style? Watch full episodes at indiestyletv.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to find out who is doing it indie style. And we are back on Indie Style with the very talented and accomplished Braxton Cosby, who I've decided his posture is just, I'm like sitting here like
I don't
this.
have a choice.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so you are, as we talked about earlier, he is an author, and you guys published a book. You are a co-author of a book with Gail Devers.
Right,
Correct.
and that's part of the My Life and Story series. Basically, we just take somebody's, it's a bio, but I
Okay.
didn't want to write a boring biography. Sometimes you're reading like, I grew up here and there, and then people, it's hard to read them. I know I have a hard time reading them. So what we do is we kind of tell the story in one chapter to be the interview, whoever the person is speaking with. For Mike, it was an interview with Essence Magazine.
Okay.
Gail, like I told you before, was,
Right.
YMCA and the Children's Club. Okay. So what happened is the next chapter would actually be the present, which is, the past, but it'd be told in present format. So in this series, I've actually signed another author I'm going to co-author with
Okay.
called Alexi, and he is actually the first African-American NASCAR driver.
Oh,
So he's going to be in there
wow,
too.
that's
I got
gonna be awesome.
another Olympian from another country, from Jamaica. I'll be writing with his story as well. And then we just signed with Carl Brown, and Carl Brown is one of the original founders of FUBU.
No.
So his story will be coming out too in My Life and Story series. So we're really excited. And these books,
I'm excited.
they roll
I'm like,
so
wow,
fast. Yeah.
great. And also, you guys, Braxton is an award-winning, is it like a gold medal? Like you have like a medal for your writing.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your writing, some of the books that you're doing.
So I have two young adult series that I've written. One is, both of them are trilogies. One is the Star-Crossed Saga, which is like science fiction romance story. If you guys are interested in stories like the Hunger Games, it's in that same kind of a vein.
I love the Hunger Games. Right.
So in that kind of vein. So the first book, Protostar, won a Literary Classics Book of the Year award for sci-fi romance, and also sci-fi romance and Reader's Favorite won the gold medal you referred to before.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Look
Thank
at
you.
you.
Thank you.
Wow.
And also The Sect, which is another series from the School of Ministry series, kind of a Christian fiction series. The first book, which is The Wingate, won Literary Classics Book of the Year award and Reader's Favorite as well for faith-based young adults. So I'm really proud of those books, and the sequel to both of those will be coming out next year as well.
So let me ask you this: what's your passion in terms of what inspired you to become a writer? Because you are a really gifted writer.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
But honestly, it's nothing that I did. It was a calling. I mean, honestly, literally, I was at church one day and I asked God, what would He have me do? I had already done all the other things. I'm a doctorate in physical therapy. had family going and everything, and then what else next? And he just said, I want you to write a book. So I was like, oh, where do I start doing that? And he kind of just told me all those things you've ever seen in films that you loved, that you wish would have been, like you look at a film and you ever look at a movie before and you go like, I wish they had done this. He's like, all those
all
I wish
the time, because I
wish
could do it
things.
better, right?
Yeah. He said, all those things you wish you could have done. He said, put them in
Right.
your stories now. So that's what I did. I started sketching out the outline for Protostar, and before you knew it, 3 months later, I had written a book and I had nowhere to go. And then I started just doing the research and figuring out how to get it going. And it's been an amazing ride. And that's all since 2010.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I enjoyed reading. I like to read reviews because I like to see, this is such a social media world that we live in now. The reviews were really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really proud of the stories. That's one thing. I feel like my kids can read them, their friends can read them. You know, I also do some author visits at schools and in middle schools and elementary, and I talk to kids, and I feel really good that if they pick the book up, there's nothing I'm cringing about. But they're original stories, and the real focus at the end of the day with most of my young adult books is love. And not just in the sense of, you know, relationships, but just love for commitment to anything out there. And what love personifies in my life, I kind of translated to try to give to young people as a gift. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to tell everybody a fun fact that I found out about you.
Okay.
That you were voted one of the 50 most beautiful Atlantans in Atlanta, Georgia, by Jezebel magazine. And that's like a really big magazine here.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that the criteria was not just based on the outside, but on the service that you do for the youth in our community. You have a big heart.
Yeah, I
love that.
I really see young people as just they're valuable assets to the world that we live in, and they're eventually going to be adults. So if you bring them up the right way, they're productive children. Hopefully, they'll be productive citizens, and then they give back as well. So anything I can do to help that move along, if it's just, you know, our company has the initiative for reading, which is Rediscover Reading. So many young people are not reading books, and they become adults who don't read books.
Right.
So my goal was to, hey, can we get them to rediscover the love of reading and get these great, amazing stories and books? So all of the books that we bring on with our authors, we feel very fond of. We love them, we believe in them, and we think there's great messaging in that. And we want to give that to young people. So our Rediscover Reading initiative is to get everybody back in line and loving to read again. So.
Oh, I think that's such a wonderful contribution, and it's very inspiring. And guys, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Braxton's doctorate in physical therapy. I mean, like, could you do more? Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Indie Style. Here on Indie Style, we'll feature successful entrepreneurs from across the globe who are making incredible strides in their industry. You may not know their names yet, but you soon will. I'm Leah DeVon, and this is Indie Style. And we are back with Braxton Cosby today, learning a lot about this super talented entrepreneur. And now I'm excited because I have a lot of questions. I know that he has a doctorate in physical therapy. He graduated with honors. Oh, Braxton, I tell you, from Miami.
Yeah, the U.
Go is it Dolphins?
No, Hurricanes.
Yeah. Woo. Okay, I don't know those things, but
you were a Gator, so you know I forgive you. At least you were
forgiving.
in Florida.
Okay, keeping it real. Okay, so I know that you are. Tell me what you do in terms of your clientele. Tell us what
On
you
a daily basis, physical therapist, I basically work in a geriatric population right now.
Okay.
And I also do some home health, where I go out to visits and, you know, with anybody, any diagnosis, total knee replacements. And I know you've had some knee thing that you're working through, but, you know, strokes and things. So I get a chance to really meet a lot of people and engage them, whether in their home environment or in their office, where we actually have patients that we work in a long-term rehab facility.
Okay, and I know that you have a book that
is
the book out, or
it'll be coming out January 6, 2016. It's a health book called Fat Free for Life, and in this book is 13.
So you don't any fat? Do you get to eat?
Yeah, you do, and that's the wonderful thing about this book.
Okay, I was worried.
This book, and when we say fat, it's literally about, you know, burning fat, obviously, and losing weight, but it's also about just the fat that's out there, the myths and the things that, you know, are leading people in the wrong direction, the expectations of losing weight, and what they believe beauty is. All of that's kind of covered in this book because there's 13 chapters, 13 principles. There's 13 principles of guaranteed weight loss and ultimate health. I think I'm giving to people a lot of the secrets that, you know, keep me healthy and what I think people need to be doing the right way. So a lot of it, and you're like this, is not about taking away all your food.
Because I like brownies.
But my big focus is really on volume. So where you may have eaten a lot before, a big plate, now I'm just asking you to maybe eat half of that.
Moderation.
Right. So there's another campaign that runs parallel with that is our Eat Less, Move More campaign.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, just eating half of what you normally eat, and you're moving more. You're doing more exercise. So if you only walk for like 15 minutes, start cranking that up to 30 minutes, and all that's covered in the book. And a lot of other things that I do ask people to kind of take away. Cholesterol, a big, you know, heart disease, big killer right now, especially in our community, African Americans. So a lot of things are in there. But each one of these chapters it's a three-headed monster. I tell people we attack the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical aspects of being healthy. And of course, being a Cosby book, there's always like a little bit of a fun thing. You know, so at the end of every chapter, it's what I call Cosby's Corner, where I make a nice joke about everything. So people can be serious, then they get a little bit of laughter going, and they get back to the next chapter. And this book is something you can just open up and read over and over again. And it's coming from Charisma House, one of the largest distributors of inspirational.
That is fantastic.
Inspirational media, and they'll be out in January.
So it's kind of like, from what I'm understanding you saying, it is a lifestyle change.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's a doable lifestyle change.
Oh, yeah. And see, that's the thing, is that there's so many hard, rigorous programs out there. I think I was like, man, the challenge is finding something that people can really do and then take ownership and accountability of it. And that's what the Eat Less, Move More campaign is all about. And that's what the book reflects.
That's exciting. Okay, so I can't wait to get a copy. I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get healthy and trying to find, I think, oftentimes like a quick fix. But this is something that may just take a little bit of time. Does it matter what age you start trying to get yourself together?
No, I think it. You know, that's what you have to. You know, stages of life, and then of course eventually death. You have to be very smart and tactful. Young people don't really look at their health. They kind of think they're invincible, and it's not that they feel that they are, but they just don't see the end. You know, when we get older, we start to see, like, what is this going to look like? Where my kids going to be? Where's my family?
Right.
So we really look, but sometimes it's too late to get certain goals done, but you can still always continue to work to get better where you are. Look at your baseline. Where do you want to be, and then what are the goals that are going to help you get back there?
Right.
So everybody can do that. And there's just different stages. It's going to be harder based on the stage you're in, but I definitely think all those goals are still attainable.
That's exciting. We're totally going to talk after the show, because like I said, I need surgery.
Absolutely.
So I'll let you guys know what kind of like info he gives me on helping my knees. But anyway, I am so excited that you came today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time. And once again, follow Braxton on. I know you're everywhere because I saw your Twitter page. You got like so many followers. Do you like tweet away? Are you a Twitterer?
I do tweet, and every Tuesday and every Tuesday of the month, I do a Facebook chat.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah, I do like a 30-minute segment. 30-minute segment where I'm just talking about a health issue.
Okay.
And then also on Twitter, I do the same thing. So we just alternate, and I do a joint venture with a company called Smash On, which is like a health community, almost like a Facebook for health. So I feature articles with them. I write for OM Times magazine, so you'll find my articles there. So I'm just kind of always trying to give it out, and hopefully everybody just gets excited.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you again. I've learned so much about you.
Well, thank you.
I'm thrilled with everything that you're doing. So guys, definitely check out Cosby Media Productions, and I'm sure there's going to be more great things from Mr. Braxton Cosby.
And of course, music. We have MG Florentine, his amazing video. Going to be featured a little bit later.
We are going to feature his video later today. And like I said, guys, always dream big. And it was so exciting having Braxton here today. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Are you still doing it indie style? To be a guest on our show, visit our website today at indiestyletv.com. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about Braxton Cosby. Well, we're going to close our show with an incredibly talented artist. His name is MG Florentine, and this is his video, Believe. Until next week, I am Leah DeVon. Thanks for tuning in. Be well. Believe
believe it, that I'm here to stay. You must believe it, there must be better days. Smile and smile, girl, you so nice. Rise and rise, Lord, she's so right. Smile and smile, girl, she's so nice. Rise and rise, Lord, she's so you right. You must believe it, love is on the way. You must believe it, smile and smile, smile you so nice. Rise and rise, Lord, she's so right. Smile and smile, girl, you so nice. So rise and rise, so nice. And after night, be holding you so tight. Everywhere I go, such a sweet atmosphere. Girl, I must confess your tenderness.